Good morning, everyone. And I'm traveling this morning, so I am just here by audio, but I'm so glad to be here with you and use this morning as a marker of starting the week. I wanted to show you that when I'm traveling, I bring these two statues with me that I have on this picture of this audio for my Meditation Monday. And these are two statues that I look at every day when I meditate. And, I could study them for a really long time and find different parts of them every time to focus on. But you'll notice the one that's on the left is Ganesh. And this is a god, an Indian god, and it symbolizes getting through obstacles. So there's many, many details on this statue that I have in metal form. And I just stare at it. And I think about the obstacles that I work through day to day. And this is one of the reasons why I have things on an altar wherever I go. And it might not be a fancy altar. It might just be these two statues and flowers or stone. But it's a way for me to focus on something while I'm meditating, and throughout my day I'll look over at that spot. The second statue is the Nataraja Shiva, and one of the things I'm thinking about today, there's so many things to talk about when I look at this statue, or both of them, but the aspects I'm thinking about today are the concept of the four directions, and you can see the four directions from just the movement that's happening in the statue. And that's north, south, east, and west. And in many cultures, there's a lot of conversation around what those directions symbolize, whether they're winds or earth elements. And so I think about that from time to time of just setting up my meditation space as praying or centering myself in the four directions, because we do live in a bigger symbolic, metaphoric world, right? And so we can take any of those elements and really meditate on them. And the other part of the Shiva is what I call is the falling apart and building back up. And there's a constant cycling of that. And this metal statue reminds me of cycling. So the constant cycles in my life, in my day, in my relationships, of things coming together and falling apart, or being close and then being distant. So I'm going to take a few minutes with you all with those concepts and go deep inside, take a few deep breaths. And let's just center with 3 breaths together. Feeling your breath running through your body. Remembering to imagine your feet centered in the earth, pulling down towards your center, and pulling down your energy to the center of the earth. Maybe wiggling your toes. And then also finding your breath from the very top of your head as you're breathing in, from the top of your head down through the center of your body, feet planted on the earth, and breathing down into the center of the earth. And extending that breath one more time, but bringing that breath down from the heavens into the top of your head, down through the center of your body, into the center of the earth, through your feet. And as you come into your meditation space today, I want you to think about the 2 concepts that I brought up, which was the obstacles that you're either going through or that are being presented to you this morning. Just take a minute to label those. I'm just noticing them. And then thinking about the cycle of your life, the 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, all that symbolizes. The building up and the breaking down of life. And just seeing yourself with those obstacles and in the cycles that you go through day to day. Things that are working, things that you're working on. And just feeling like you can hold that space for those concepts in your mind, apply them to your day, and give yourself permission to be with all of that. I know my meditations are for holding space, they're not for figuring things out, but holding space for what is. And giving myself permission to check in with myself about all of that. So if you can give yourself a spot in your day today to just give yourself space to hold all the things that you're holding, not solving them, but just allowing them to be there with you. I know for me, when I'm traveling, I need to really stay centered, and often I'm way away from my structure and my routine. So for me today, I'm holding all of that. I'm going to carve out some time in my day to have some structure and consistency so I can be in this cycle. So think about also today is maybe you could find a spot in your house where you put some special objects that you're attracted to on a table or a windowsill, and just notice them from time to time about what they make you think of and how you might use those as centering objects. And let's end with 3 breaths. Holding again the obstacles and the 4 directions, and the concept of building and destroying as things like build up, come together, and other things go apart. 3 breaths now from the very top of your head, down through the bottoms of your feet, nice slow exhale. And again, feeling your breath move through your body, giving room for that breath to float through you. Top of your head, and a slow breath all the way down through the bottoms of your feet. And the last Monday meditation breath, coming all the way through the top of your head. And slowly and methodically breathing it down through the bottoms of your feet, through the center of your body, like a gentle stream. Obstacles, 4 directions, and allowing space for things to build up and to fall apart. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday in one form or another. Take care and bye for now.